When you hear the name Safari Golf Club, you might be tempted to think it's located in the heart of East Africa.
I think we've been in operation at least 20 years. You know, we started playing in DC, and before you knew it, there was members, actually some of the original members like Mark Kibbutz, who was in New York. Other cities now are even becoming bigger than the original group, which is in DC.
Golf never comes to mind because most Kenyans take it as just a pastime, a game reserved for the very rich.
Golf is not for the rich people as we know in Kenya. Here in America, as long as you are for the game, you're good to go.
I'm not rich, but I'm enjoying it. I meet so many people, rich, not rich, middle class, whatever, and we all just have fun and play together, so.
Hello and welcome to Diaspora Life. My name is Pasil Telewa. The Safari Golf Club is hosting golfers from Delaware, Washington, D.C. and Maryland in their opener season tournament. My co-host Chris Omalwa caught up with the organizer and players and shares this story. Enjoy.
It is commonly believed by most Kenyans in the US that the only games that pay well are either track and field, soccer, basketball, or American football. Golf never comes to mind because most Kenyans take it as just a pastime, a game reserved for the very rich. As we learn in today's show, US-based Safari Golf Tournament is challenging this common narrative. The club is nurturing young Kenyans to play golf and gain access to lucrative scholarships that are available to the youth, especially those from minority communities. Welcome.
My name is Oscar Latton. I'm the captain of Safari Golf of Delaware. As you guys know me, I've been the secretary before I became a captain.
Spring is the season during which the natural world revives and reinvigorates after the colder winter months. During spring, dormant plants begin to grow again, new seedlings sprout out of the ground, and hibernating animals awake. What most people call spring relies on the astronomical definition of the word. Depending on your religious affiliation or background, this can also mean the approach of Easter, Passover, or Ramadan. And moms can look forward to Mother's Day. As for the members of Safari Golf Club, the only Kenyan golf club with membership in almost all the states in the Union, spring marks the beginning of the 6-month-long circuit stretch of golf tournaments. The beginning of that stretch, which marks the 2022 season opener, is taking place today here in Odessa, Delaware, my home state. Small, laid back, but gloriously beautiful.
So we're here in Delaware. Delaware is an affiliate of Safari Delaware. But I'm one of the founding members in Safari DC. Basically, when you go to the handicapping, I'm number 11. But basically, I was there from the original Safari group.
So when did the Safari group start? Okay.
I can't remember the exact date, but I think we've been in operation at least 20 years, almost 20 years, right? We started off in DC. It was a group of guys who just wanted to play. We wanted the camaraderie of playing as Kenyans, and you know, we started playing in DC, and before you knew it, there was members, actually some of the original members like Mark Kibbutz, who was in New York, and we were just doing stuff in DC. Before you knew it, it just kind of exploded, and now it's gone viral basically in every city, in a lot of cities in America. Last year we had something that we took to Kenya, where there was different chapters of Safari who went there, and we did something in Great Drift. We had a tour in Kenya. So it's really exploded, and other cities now are even becoming bigger than the original group, which is in DC.
According to the Publication Golf Circuit, Rich people play golf because they can afford the financial costs necessary to overcome its entry barriers. In addition, besides being an enjoyable activity, golf provides a certain social status, and it allows them to network with other wealthy individuals. Rich people also tend to have more free time, as nothing is tying them down to a 9-to-5 job like most people.
So last year, around December, there's a group of so there was a group from DC. They had organized a tournament in Kenya. So they went to Limuru and they went to Naivasha and Motaiga. They had a tournament. It was very successful. This is the first time diaspora against the Kenyan players. I have it on video, probably I'll give you a show on that. So they played, and what they discussed with the people in Kenya, they said that we can merge those players who are in Kenya, they can be invited and play with us in any state. And we can take care of that, about accommodation and transport and software, and then let them feel how we play on these grounds. And when we go back to Kenya, they reciprocate the same thing. They let us play in Motaiga, Limuru, and we exchange that. That way we can improve our golf. Golf is not for the rich people as we know in Kenya. Here in America, as long as you are for the game, you're good to go.
For the members of Safari Club, this cliche is both true and false at the same time. Most of these Kenyans live a decent life. They have healthy bank accounts, but most still work 9 to 5. The greatest advantage they have over the rest is the fact that their jobs afford them the weekends off.
So for those ones who, even some in America, Kenyans in America, who still believe that, golf is for the rich, what would you say?
No. Just like in Kenya, I think golf has changed. So it may have started off as something, a sport for the rich, but it's definitely not, especially here in America. But it's a really good way for us to meet other Kenyans. Today I played with a new member who started today. He's a 32 handicap. He's amazed that there's this many Kenyans talking Swahili, eating nyama choma and having a taska or whatever. It's a great camaraderie, especially for us Kenyans, because we don't get to meet, in our work lives. So in a golf course, it's definitely, it's not a rich man's game, for sure.
The moment you've been waiting for. Yes. Safari season opener in the year 2022 was won by none other than Elijah Ochung. From DC. Okay, let us call him Today we came to see him. I was helping him.
The host of today's event is Oscar Latten. Born in Kakamega County but raised in Nairobi most of his youthful life, Oscar is as passionate about golf as he is committed. These people here today are Oscar's esteemed guests. With his organizing and leadership team in Delaware, Oscar has been a great host. In fact, the Delaware chapter has been so good that most Kenyan golf lovers in New Jersey, New York areas, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, DC areas look forward to coming to Delaware to kick off the season's tournament.
My name is Oscar Latten. The middle name is a Samba. I'm from Delaware. I've lived here for about 23 years. I would say that it's a good time that it's a formidable good time that I've been in US for about 23 years.
Yeah, I can. So we are talking today. We are discussing golf and golfing, especially for Kenyans in the US. But just briefly, when did you start developing interest in golf?
Chris, before we even go back to golf, I'd just like we take a moment to respect the late President of Kenya, President Mwai Kibaki. He's been a staunch golf player, and he's contributed a lot. So much respect to the late President Mwai Kibaki.
That's true.
Yes.
Very true, yeah.
Yes. I started golf in 2001. That was way back in Kenya. I got interested in the sense that Muthaiga, I was very close to Muthaiga Golf Club, and I would go there and I would see the caddies picking up the balls, and I see all these old men playing golf.
Yeah.
So from there, I kind of lost some ground on it. But when I came to US, I picked it up again. I saw a lot of activities going on golf, so I decided to join golf club.
It's mostly true that golf is for the rich. Golf equipment, or at least quality equipment, isn't cheap. There are many things to buy, and it can easily cost you a few $1,000s just for the equipment. Add that to golf club membership fee, and you might understand why sustaining a golf hobby can be too cost prohibitive for the average person who is not well off. Not only that, but to get good at golf, you will need to take some lessons, which can be costly too, especially if you want a good teacher.
Chris, I thought you would be in Kenya covering all the good politics going on.
Bwana. Mimi ni mtu wa diaspora bwana.
In Kenya, when we were growing up, we used to believe golf is for the rich. How is your view? Is your view still the same, or it's changed over time?
My take is, when back in the motherland, golf was meant for the rich because there were few clubs, and local people were not admitted in unless you're a member. However, when I came to the US, I saw a different scenario, because this is a place where you can just walk in, pay your dues, and start playing. That's exactly how I started. You don't have to have all that money. As long as you can pay for the greens, then you're good to go. So with time, I realized it's a misconception, and we need to fix that, especially in Kenya.
Over time, as you've continued to play golf, how do you think Kenyans in the US have received that?
Very well. Golf is very widespread in the US, and especially for diaspora, not only in Kenya, but other states in Africa. We have golf courses, many golf courses compared to probably in Africa. It's just in Delaware State. And for this reason, we see a lot of people joining in to play on safari golf clubs. We have golf in Boston, we have in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Las Vegas. All that is safari golf.
In fact, no, you've just gone directly into my next question. What's Safari Club Golf?
Okay, Safari Golf Club started back way in 2001, and this was in DC. And it started with a few friends who came together, the founding fathers. They came up with a way of coming together, having a friendship, relationship, just to improve the cohesion within the Kenyan community. That was 2001. And 2002, they incorporated the name Safari Golf Club. And from there, 2004, started spreading all over the US. Boston, New York, New Jersey became a chapter. Delaware became a chapter. DC was the main chapter anyway. And Las Vegas, Los Angeles, that was another chapter that was built. Atlanta, and then Dallas in Texas. And now we have Minnesota, we have somewhere in Seattle, Washington. So these all chapters across the state, they're very strong.
My name is Jeru Nkonge, currently chairman of Safari DC. Safari, and that's the mothership of Safari.
So, Njeru, give us the origin of Safari Club.
The original Safari Club is from DC. DC, the founders, we have several founders, and I'm sure you'll see them today. They grew this club from DC. A small group grew this club and welcomed everyone and anyone. Whether you just started today, whether you started, you're a professional, they welcome everyone, and that's what we are still holding on their part.
This is Ben Koech, and this is his beautiful daughter, Emma Koech. Koech, a resident of Maryland, who at times is confused with being a Delawarean, is not just a great father, but a great teacher too.
Hello, my name is Emma Koech. I'm here because I love golf and I love being around fellow Kenyans and my family, and it's a lot of fun.
So Emma, who introduced you to the game?
My dad.
And this is the dad, eh?
Yeah.
So Daddy, Samandogo.
Salama, salama.
So how long have you been playing this game?
About 12 years.
12 years?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You love the game?
I love the game because it's going to pay for a scholarship for the high education, so I have to put in time so she can get better.
Awesome.
Yes.
So, Emmy, like I said, back at where we come from, I know you see where I come from, where me and him come from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the belief back at home is that golf is for the rich. Are you rich?
No.
Yeah, but you love the game.
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm enjoying it. I meet so many people, rich, not rich, middle class, whatever, and we all just have fun and play together, so.
Awesome. So are you winning this game or your dad?
No, my dad took this one, his first time beating me, but you know.
We can live with that. Great. Sasa. Like I was telling Amy, back at home, the belief is that the golf is for the rich.
We play golf. From a sporting perspective, this is what gets us, performing and enjoying, companionship with our, brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Awesome. So this must be the first. You guys belong to some kind of league or something?
Safari. There's a Safari club that we belong to. All these groups, each has an affiliate of Safari. So Safari DC is the mothership, and then you have all these other Safari groups. Delaware, Texas, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey. So we have a lot of groups, and we all come together like season opener. We all meet together to just kick off the season. Each group brings in their own. We came from Safari DC, so we came from Baltimore, Washington DC, and then we have other guys from here. So we kick off everything. Safari DC kickoff was 2 weeks ago. So this is the beginning of the season.
Awesome.
And we travel. We do nyama choma here and there. We are lucky like here. So it's a good Kenyan connection. And we grow the game, our kids. So the more we bring our kids, we have a bunch of kids now playing golf. She visited Kenya the first time she played golf. And we show her the good side of golf, right? Because only people here, like you said, it's only for the rich. But it can pay for education here. People can, make a career out of it if you start young. And we encourage all our, brothers and sisters to get their kids into golf.
Awesome.
So that's another avenue. Not running. I used to run, but running is not everything. We have to branch out and introduce sports to other groups, other sporting events, for our kids, because they're here. There's not a lot of running, but they can actually perform. And golf is one of the best events, especially for females, our girls. It's the best. If we can get our children there, that would be. This is a win.
But there is a backstory to this father-daughter relationship. Mr. Koech understands that golf clubs usually have many wealthy individuals as members. That includes business people, people working in finance, Wall Street investors, CEOs, and even politicians. Many wealthy individuals who play golf do it not as much for the actual sport, but for the opportunity to connect and network with other wealthy people. It never hurts to have connections. and it also gives them a chance to team up with people for business deals. But for Kuwait, beyond all these good things, for him, golf provides an opportunity for his daughter to access lucrative scholarships. Kuwait and his daughter Emma are indeed the backstory of how Kenyans abroad are embracing the game of golf. The front story, according to majority of Kenyans, is that the only sport games that pay well are either track and field, soccer, basketball, or American football. Golf never comes to mind because the common belief is that golf is just a pastime and a reserve for the rich. So Kuwait and his daughter, through Safari Golf Club tournaments, are challenging this common narrative. Through Emma, who has already secured a scholarship through the game, Kuwait and the club are taking the lead in nurturing young Kenyans to play golf and get access to lucrative scholarships that are available to young upcoming golfers, especially kids from minority groups. But this story is not over until Wairimo says so. Beautiful, confident, and articulate, Wairimo represents the other gender on this male-dominated team. Let me tell you why hers is an uphill task.
My name is Wairimo Mahinge. I live in Newcastle, Delaware.
Wairimo,
I'm originally from Kenya.
So when did you come to America?
I came in 2016. Yes.
To do what?
I came to do my master's, finished my master's, and then I'm still here. Loved the place and decided to stay.
So, Wairimo, you're here today. What's going on? Give us briefly what's happening today.
Today is the opener season tournament for Safari Golf Club, Delaware chapter. So we are playing people from DC and people from Maryland. New Jersey people couldn't make it because they had their opener season too. So Safari Golf Club is a golf club comprised of Kenyans from different states in the US. Yes, but we do welcome people from other African countries because we have a Nigerian in our club too.
Awesome. So, why is it important for Kenyans to take part in games in a tournament like this, or in let's say games like this?
Games are a unifying factor. Sports is a very good avenue for people to mingle, interact, network, and come together. And especially now that we are in a foreign country, our neighbors from back home, those become our family. Because if, let's say today I needed help, my brother, my sister is far away, the first person who I'd call is my neighbor here. So it's good for people to know fellow Kenyans living around. So that's why it's good to be part of a community, whether golfers, whether soccer, church, and then it's good for workouts and keeping fit.
Most African females in America spend more time at work and in church than even at their own homes. Where will they find the time to spend a whole day on a golf course? Maybe Wairimo will tell us one day.
Apparently in America, it's not very popular amongst the female, the chicks of our chicks. What's going on? Let's speak to that.
I don't know. I think because golf has been a predominantly male-dominated sport, that's why. But we are hoping to change that because today we had 3 ladies playing. We've had a couple of ladies, they come and leave. I don't know why. I hope we'll be able to change that. Currently, I'm the only lady in this club, so I'm hoping to have more ladies join us.
For you, what does it mean? What does this game mean to you?
It gives you patience. Golf is very humbling. You think you've hit the ball, you look up, the ball is still there. And then the fact that you're playing, yes, it's a team effort, but also you're playing to perfect your score, So for me, it means that it teaches you patience. You have to have integrity, and also it helps you keep fit because sometimes I walk all the way from hole 1 to 18,
That concludes our show today. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Join us next week as we bring you more stories from the diaspora. Again, my name is Chris Wamalwa. I'll see you next week. Please enjoy your weekend.
Thank you so much for watching Diaspora Life. Join us again next week and every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time on KTN News for amazing stories of Kenyans living abroad. And if you have a story you'd like to share with the world, don't hesitate. We are a tweet away, so DM us on our social media platforms at diaspora_life or email us through diasporalife@standardmedia.co.ke. You can also follow me at Pasil Telewa on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok for more of behind-the-scenes stories. Wishing you a fantastic evening and hope to see you again next week, same time, same place.